It was blunt, honey. He was like, ain't nobody trying to train nobody.
This shit was all I knew, you and me only. I did it all for you, still you were lonely. We could've worked it out, but I guess things change. It's funny how someone else's success brings pain. When you're no longer involved, that person has it all, and you just stuck standing there. But
my boo things, long time, don't speak. So, I'm Valentina V. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're not new to my channel, thank you for continuing to tune in and supporting your girl. So, this morning, we're headed off to 2 interviews. And, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just like, at this point, I'm just trying to get somewhere. But I probably said this in my previous vlogs, but this reminds me of when I was a brand new nurse. It was hard for me to get a job as a brand new nurse because we were in a recession and people weren't really hiring like that because, you know, it costs money to train nurses and stuff like that. Because you're technically paying 2 nurses, but that second nurse who's getting training can't really help like that because she's getting trained on the floor. But anywho, everything happens for a reason. Once you get your foot in the door, you can open my Invisaligns out. You can open plethora of doors. So that's why I'm like, it's not a big deal. As long as I'm getting money in my pocket, which I'm still working, but as a registered nurse, of course. And because I've been, all of my little recruiters, like I told y'all, I work for like multiple agencies and they're starting to call. So clearly it looked like some money might be coming up. Some money might be coming up a little bit more. So yeah. So it looked like the funds are coming, but who knows? But I'm not trying to travel because I'm like, if I travel again, that's just going to be another year that I'm not working as a nurse practitioner. But then I was talking to my friend, and my friend was like, maybe this is God's sign telling you to do what you really needed to do and not do this. I'm like, I know. Like, I was telling myself the same thing too. I'm like, maybe, I don't know. Because there's a lot of things that I have to get done. Like I had told y'all, I need to sell this house. I'm just tired of the house now. I feel like I grew the house. I've been in my house for 10 years, for a good 8 years now, but I had a tenant in there for 2 years and they're soon to leave. I'm just gonna paint inside one damn color and put it on the market as is, because what I've been doing is I've been on Zillow and I've been on realtor.com just to have a vision of what other people are selling their houses for. And baby, the type of house that I see that's on sale and for what they asked it for, I'm like, oh, mine's gonna sell. And there's no way. Like, it looks like 1970s in a lot of these houses, and they're asking for $600,000. I'm like, no. So I have that going on. I'm trying to, I already little by little when I picked out his clothes, because I told him to come to the mall with me, but he didn't want to come. So I picked out his clothes for him. He's like, I don't want to wear these things. Like, there's still clothes in the closet right now that have tags on them. He's so lucky that it overexceed the limit of me returning them, because I know all they'll do is give me a gift card, a store credit, but the store credit, I don't think it's gonna amount to the amount that, because even designer stuff go on sale, go on clearance. So I'm like, it's not even worth it. See, these people are putting new granite countertops in their house. But yeah, so what did I do for work yesterday? What was trauma step down? Yeah, so let me tell you something. I don't know, like I said in my previous vlogs, Miami is notorious for running people over or car accidents. Like, I had only 4 patients because it's trauma step down, of course. And 3 out of my 4 patients, 2 of them got hit by a car. I'm like, what? Like, when I tell you, I mean, broke, bones and all. Like, they're lucky to even be alive. I'm just... And then the other one got into a car accident, was driving drunk, ran over a fence. I don't know how in the world this happened, but the fence basically went through her eye. Like, they cut around it as much as they can, and she still have fence in her eye. So I prayed for her. I was like, oh my God, like, I pray that you have some kind of vision. I don't even know. They took her to the operating room. And then my last one, she fell off a ladder. She was like on a 3-foot ladder, and she fell off of it. I'm like, what were you doing on a ladder? And I'm not talking about young. I'm like, are people still cleaning gutters? Because I know cleaning gutters is like a northern thing, because in the north they have like so many trees and stuff around their house. Because I know in Atlanta, all them roofs in Atlanta was like, I'm like, these roofs, boy, these trees is messing up these roofs up. So I didn't even ask her, because I'm like, because she was in pain herself. She's like, my whole body hurts. I'm like, yeah. One thing about car accident and falls, you're not gonna feel it that same day. You're gonna feel achy and all that like 2-3 days after. So they gave her like Robuxin, which is a muscle relaxer, and gabapentin, and I'm like, girl, I feel it. So that was my day. It wasn't crazy. I got out like at 7:15. It wasn't crazy. You know, one thing about Florida, the hospital works on census. Every hospital, not just Florida, but every hospital works on census. But for Florida, because of our snowbirds, when they leave, it makes the census of the hospital goes down too. So I got canceled for Tuesday, but I worked yesterday. Today's Thursday. I don't know why I didn't bring y'all with me. I don't know. I had a lot of things going on too. Plus, I had to renew my license, and I keep on forgetting that suicide one, it's like 90 questions. And then I have to do my NIH stroke certificate. So I have to do that when I go home. And then what else? I think that was it. I've just been doing like a lot of work for my work, basically. And then I need to get a jump start on my CEUs for my nurse practitioner too. So it's just a lot of tests requirement for you to keep up with your license, basically. But for that, my RN license, it expires July 31st. So I already did everything, paid it off. I already did everything. The only thing that I'm waiting for is my to go back to do my compact license, because you can't renew your RN license with your compact license at the same time. Like, one has to be done, and it's the renewal of your resident license, resident RN license, where you reside, like where you live, like what state you live in, and then you go back and go for the compact license, which is nothing. All they're doing is just basically doing a background check on you, making sure that you don't have no kind of violation. But this year, it was so weird. I want to know if y'all had that survey question, because out of my, how long have I been a nurse? 11 years? Yeah. Out of my 11 years of being a nurse, I've never had this type of survey. So they were basically asking me, like, are you going to continue working as a nurse? Like, where do you see yourself 6 months from now? Are you quitting? Are you... I was like, man, this is not a survey. Well, yeah, it is a survey, because they just want to see where you're going. Or I guess a lot of nurses have been quitting because a lot of the questions was geared to, like, are you still going to be in the field working as a registered nurse? That was the majority of the question. And I think it meant, like, i.e. bedside, and bedside is getting bad, like. But yeah, so we'll see. I'm gonna call my friends and see, because they live up here, and see if they want to go to lunch or something, since I'm up this way. And if we do, I'll pick y'all up, and if we don't, I'll just have my ass back out, you know. That's it. So yeah, and I'll tell y'all how this interview went, because it's 2 of them, but they're like literally, I think, 20 minutes apart. So I did one for 10 a.m. and I did the other one for 1 p.m. So it gives me some time, because I'm like, I know they're not gonna have me in no interview for no 2-3 hours. So yeah. Oh, they're selling acres in Palm Beach now. Okay. It went good, y'all. It's a nice little recovery place. It's like an addiction center. Well, I shouldn't say like it is. It's a rehab place for addiction. But the way that they set it up, like, these people, it looked like they're living in a community. Like, the person who decorated the houses and the cabinets, they have like granite countertops and cabinets, and it's like their own little house. It's very deceiving in the front because it looks so small, but they have some yardage back there. They have some good stuff. I'm impressed. It's like a collaborative, like everything that you find in a hospital, like case manager, therapy, MDs, NPs. What else they have? They have IV drip. They have, I was shocked. People was just walking around with their poles and their IV. I'm like, wow, impressive. So the next one I'm going to, which is early, I go at 1, but I'm going to see if they could just take me. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna go and be like, I know I'm early. Are you able? Because it's at 1, but it's only 11. other at RH. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Look cute. We're already cute, so might as well go with the aesthetics of the RH. It's not gonna hurt us.
Don't get mad if she ain't looking back at you, nigga. Don't get mad if she ain't looking. Don't mind you looking, cause she mine, girl. She for me. Fall off, she gon' pull it down. Please believe. Firearm, we roll around in the streets. When I get home, it's going down. In the sheet, don't mind you looking, cause she mine, girl. She a big fine girl. Every time she whine, she move her body like a spider. Everybody watching all that she got behind her. Money make her shine, but I don't mind, cause I'm a grinder.
You know how we be move. Me and Kevin Gates. I'm a star and I'ma keep shining like the roof on the roof. Eat my pussy with his breakfast, cause he loved the way it tastes. Said that I stay on his mind, I be sitting on his bed. I don't need nothing but bread, I don't need niggas for nothing but head. They all fantasy being with him. Every night I'm laying right next to him. My ex, you make me wetter. Fabulous, you make me better. Chanel sneakers, Chanel leather, Chanel baggies, Chanel weather. 100 grand on that Piaget. I don't hear with no Beyonce. See me with him, just know that's big. 10 carat screen Beyonce. See my pussy print all through my jeans. I know you watching all this ass behind me. Should be watching this nigga that's right beside
Don't
me.
mind you looking, cause she mine, girl. She for me. Fall off, she gon' pull it down. Please believe. Firearm, we roll around in the streets. When I get home, it's going down. In the sheet, don't mind you looking, cause
Y'all, it's not until I finished my food I realized I didn't show y'all what I ate. So I had salmon, but I think I did a boomerang on my phone, so I'll insert the boomerang from my phone. But the vibe in RH is top tier A1. I think I told y'all the story when I lived in Atlanta and we walked across the street to RH from Buckhead, and baby, they didn't have a restaurant up there. They only sold furniture. And they're like, oh no, we only have 3 locations that have the restaurant. And Atlanta not one of them. So we went, we ate, had a good time. By the time I left, that's when everybody started coming in. So I guess if y'all want to go to the RH in Palm Beach for lunch, because I didn't have reservations. I know for dinner, like, you have to do reservations, and I think for brunch too, if I'm not mistaken. But go around 11:30 noon, because I got there like at 11 on the dot, and I left at 12:17, because my other interview is at 1, so it worked out perfect. I'll be there at 12:38. See, it worked out perfect. But I think I forgot to show y'all what I ate because I was on the phone with my friends. And I was on the phone with my friends because I'm over here like so in shock that I was the only black person eating lunch there. I'm like, we have to do more self-care, my ladies and fellas who are black. Like, we shouldn't, I'm not saying, I understand like it is a Thursday and a lot of people are at work right now, but even, you know, I know there's some people who do remote and all that stuff too. Like, you gotta enjoy yourself. One thing about me, if I'm in a relationship, sorry, I hate what after I eat because baby, I just but if I'm in a relationship or not in a relationship, I always take myself out to eat. I could sit there by myself with no problem, enjoy my meal. As you can tell, enjoy my meal. Like, I feel like people feel like they have to have somebody with them to enjoy things, and I don't think technically speaking, you don't need somebody to enjoy some certain things. Like, one thing for sure, my best friend who passed away, she's the type of person, she would literally book a flight to New York and go eat lunch in Central Park by herself. So I love that about her. Like, nothing stopped her. Because sometimes you want to go somewhere, but you're like, let me call my friends. Like, for instance, this morning I was like, let me call my friends and see if they want to go to have lunch. Well, they all working right now. So you think I was going to say, oh, bump it. Let me just go home. I'm not going to go out to eat. No. Solo lunch date. And it's so crazy because everybody that walked by me, they were like, oh my gosh, I love your glasses. Oh my gosh, I love your shirt. Oh my gosh, it gives you a little bit more self-confidence. Like, okay, I've been out here doing a little something, I guess. But yeah, that's what I wanted to tell y'all. So let me go to this other interview and we'll see how that goes. But I was just shocked. At least this doctor was blunt, honey. He was like, ain't nobody trying to train nobody. He literally said, it's asinine to hire you and not have experience, because it's basically me paying for you to get trained and you can't help me do nothing. I'm like, at least you're honest. At least you're honest and you blunt. I like that. So when I told him that, he was like, you know what? I think you'll be a great suit for my office a little bit further north of here. But it's volunteer. Baby, it's me spending all of this money to obtain my master's degree for somebody to tell me that I could do volunteer work. Because he's like, it's basically going to be hard for you to find a job right now without experience. And that, he is right. Because everybody else that I've met to, thank you, Tesla, to obtain this job, they all telling me the same damn thing too. You don't have experience. You don't have experience. And when I was looking, because something just told me, let me look at other states. The only state that provides new grad NP training is California. I'm like, what's up with Cali in the healthcare system? Like, they be having shit down pat. I'm not even gonna lie. Florida wants you to come out of school and be already trained and ready to work. I mean, trained and ready. Yeah, trained and ready to work. Child. At least he was honest. Not like the other one that in the bush and was like, send me all of this stuff like he was really gonna do something. And then when I finally got back to him, he's like, yeah, we're looking at more candidates. We won't really know not before July 30th. I'm like, not before? Bitch, I'm dead. So I'm like, at least he's honest and blunt. I never seen him before though. Javid. Hello. So he was like, well, at least if you do, at least if you volunteer for that 1 week, you could gain some experience and you could put it on your resume and we could hire you somewhere else. But I thought it was like an urgent care, like, I thought it was like an urgent care, like, what's that urgent care place called? But it's not. It's actually a family practice. It's just the way that they worded. They just put urgent care. But he put urgent care in what? Oh, primary and urgent care center. See, it's different. But yeah. So we heading back home now. Ciao, Belle. A green sweater.
Listen, can you not?
Turn around so they can see you. Turn around so they can see how cute you are. That's my baby. That's mine. Don't play about him. Cause I'll come and choke snatch a motherfucker about him. Okay? Don't play about my son. He ain't gonna wear no jewelry though. Did you even put cologne on? He ain't gonna wear no cologne. And I bought him cologne. He ain't gonna wear no cologne though. But I'm just glad that funky ass, green ass sweater is not on his booty. Okay? Cause I think the sweater got mold. Even though I'll be washing it. But that sweater, baby, it's like his right kidney. His heart. I'm so proud of him. We so proud of you. And he didn't wear the Prada shoes because he love wearing them raggedy Prada shoes, honey. Come on.
Firearm, we roll around in the streets. When I get off that good time, in the shit, don't mind you looking, cause she fine girl. She a big fine girl. Every time she whine, she move her body like a spider. Everybody watching all that she got behind her. Money make her shine, but I don't mind, cause I'm a grinder. You know how we be moving. Listen in the future, Pluto, people like us take over. I'm a shooter.
So our apartment complex, I told y'all, had like this little shindig at this place. It's called The Hub. It's cute. It's really cute inside. They have like karaoke and all this other stuff. So we're waiting for the hookah guy to come. They come at 8. And then the food truck comes at 9, he told us. But we're gonna be playing checkers. Is this Connect 4? No, it's Connect, I don't know what Connect it is, but we got to connect some stuff together. We got our drinks. They give us 2 free drinks. And then the food, well, I think I said the food truck comes at 9. So we just sitting, chilling, playing. CJ came with us, but he can't come in because he has to be 21. So he had to walk back home. You break my heart. Hey, you won't break my heart. Yeah.